Hello, good morning students, and welcome back once again to another video for electricity. And today we are going to do one more numerical regarding the exercises and electricity. So the question is, two conducting wires of same material, equal length, equal diameters are first connected in series. So they are saying that we have two wires which are of same material, same length and same diameter. That means the thickness is also the same. So basically they both have same values, and that means resistance 1 and resistance 2 are same, that is the resistance R. This is what we are understanding. So they both have equal resistance. Okay. And the next thing is they are first connected in series and then they are connected in parallel. Okay, so first they are connected in series and then they are connected in parallel. What they are saying is, find the ratio of heat energy produced in series and in parallel. So what you are supposed to find? Heat ratio of series to parallel. This is what will be the answer for this. And the values are given: 1 is to 2, 2 is to 1, 1 is to 4 and 4 is to 1. So this is what you are supposed to find. Now in order to do this, first we have been given the values of resistance, but we are not given the values of potential difference and anything. The only thing is it said that they are connected to the same potential difference. That means V is same. However, we know that when the resistance changes, the current is going to change. So we cannot apply the same formula, that is H is equal to VIT. This is what we know, but this is for the current and we don't have the value of current. That is why we are going to replace it with the value of resistance. If you remember, one of the formulas for heat energy is H is equal to V square by R into T. If you don't remember this, please check the previous videos. I have given the thorough explanation of how this happens. We only apply the Ohm's law over here, that is V is equal to IR in this formula, okay, and then you get V square by R into T by finding the value of current. This is what we know, okay, and this way we now have the formula for heat energy using the value of resistance, okay. But we cannot just use this formula for this resistance, okay. They are first connected in series, so we have to find the combination. So first of all, the heat energy will be in the heat energy when they are connected in series. So I am writing heat energy when series combination. So V square by Rs into T, where Rs is the total resistance of the circuit when they are connected in series. Okay. Similarly, heat produced in parallel, that is V square by R P into T. This is what you are supposed to find. So first of all, now you need to find is the resistance in series and resistance in parallel. Now series combination, we know that it is Rs is R1 plus R2. Now they both are having resistance R. So resistance in series is R plus R, that is series resistance is 2R. So the total resistance is 2R. Similarly, resistance in parallel. So what we have, resistance in parallel over here, 1 upon Rp is 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2, because parallel resistance is in a reciprocal form. So now we know that 1 upon Rp is 1 upon R plus 1 upon R. Now they both are same, so the numerator will be added because they are the same. So what you get is 1 upon Rp is equal to 2 upon R. Now you do the reciprocal of this to find the total resistance. So the total resistance Rp is R by 2. This is how you find the total resistance. I think we have already studied that. Now simply substitute these values in these formulas of heat in series and heat in parallel. So what you get? Heat in series Hs is equal to V square by 2R into T, because series is 2R, so I am writing 2R over here. And heat in parallel is V square by R by 2 into T. Now we know that if there is a denominator in the denominator, it gets multiplied by the numerator. So what you get is heat in parallel is 2 V square by R into T. Now you have both the values, that is of heat in series and heat in parallel. All you have to do is simply find the ratio. So finding the ratio, what I am doing is simply putting the values of this Hs by Hp, that is V square by R, V square by 2R into T upon 2V square by R into T. Okay. Now because this 2 is in denominator and numerator, it will get multiplied over here. square by r into t upon into t. Now as you can see, this 2 and this 2 get multiplied, so it becomes 4, or I can write 1 multiplied by v square by r upon 4 multiplied by v square by r into t. So all of these terms, because they are equal, they will get cancelled, and finally what I get is hs by hp is equal to 1 by 4, which is our third option. So this is your answer. hs by hp is 1 by 4. I hope it is clear to you, students. You can pause the video and check once again. If you have any doubts, please give any comments. Okay, students. So now we have another question, but this is a different one. This is regarding the resistance and the resistivity of a material. The question is, a copper wire has a diameter of 0.5 millimeters and the resistivity of 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 8 ohm meters. What will be the length of the wire to make the resistance 10 ohms? So over here you have been asked to find the length of the wire. So you have to recall the formula for the resistance. The formula for resistance R is equal to rho into L upon A. Okay, so the formula is resistance R is equal to rho into L upon A, where rho is the resistivity of the material, okay, or the conductor. You need to find the length. For that you need to have area, resistivity and resistance. You have the resistance, you have the resistivity, but you don't have the area. So area of a wire. Now wire is basically a cylindrical shape. So if you see the cross section area like this marker over here, you will see that it is a circular shape. So circular shape has the area, that is pi r square. That is why you have been given the diameter, and diameter is the double of radius. So all you need to do is first of all find the diameters. Okay, and also remember that the resistivity is given in meters and we have over here millimeters. So you will need to convert the radius into millimeters as well. So first of all, finding the radius. Radius r is equal to half of diameter, that is 0.5 divided by 2. That will give you 0.25 or 0.25 millimeters. Okay. And converting this into meters, dividing it by 1000, so I am multiplying it by 1000, so now it becomes 0.25 into 10 raised to minus 3 meters. I hope it is clear to you, students. Now what you have, the radius, that is in meters. Simply substitute the values. First of all, you need to find the value of length over here, so I am cross multiplying this, so resistance into this area, and rho or the resistivity will come in the denominator, and over here what you have been left here is the length. So I can write over here that length of the wire is resistance into area upon rho, which can also be written as resistance N is equal to R into pi r square upon rho, that is resistivity. Okay, substituting the values, resistance N is equal to, where R is given as 10 ohms, so I am writing 10 ohms directly, then pi, that is 3.14, and then the radius, but remember the radius has square over here, so I am writing 0.25 into 0.25 into 10 raised to minus 3 into 10 raised to minus 3. Now you know that when the bases are same, the powers can be added together, so I am writing directly over here, that is 10 raised to minus 3 plus 10 raised to minus 3 is 10 raised to minus 6, and in the denominator we have resistivity, which is also been given, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 8. Now all you need to do is solve this. It will take a little bit of time, simple multiplication and everything. This 10 raised to minus 8 goes in the numerator, it becomes 10 raised to plus 8. So what you are doing, I am simplifying it for you. Now 25 into 25 is 625, and we have 4 decimal points. So it can be written as 10 into 3.14 into 0.0625, that is 10 raised to minus 6 into 10 raised to plus 8, and in the denominator you just have 1.6 remaining. So now you have taken the powers in the numerator as well. Once again the bases are same, so the powers can be added, and minus 6 plus 8 or 8 minus 6 can be written as 2. So you can write over here the power as 10 raised to 2, that is 10 raised to minus 6 plus 8, that is 10 raised to 2. I hope it is clear to you students. I will just write it in the bracket over here. 10 raised to minus 6 plus 10 raised to minus 8 gives me 10 raised to plus 2. So it is better for you to understand. That is what I have done over here. Okay. Now 10 into 10 becomes 1000, or you can keep it as it is. Now solving this, it will give you a value of 1.9 into something 10 raised to 2. And over here you will have 1.6, and final solution will give you the value of 1.2265, something like this. You will have the value similar to this when you solve it, approximate values, and multiplying it by 100 you will get 122.6 meters. So in order to find the length of the wire, you substitute every values, and ultimately what you get the answer as 122 meters. So if you want a wire to make the resistance of 10 ohms, the wire's length should be 122.6 meters. I hope it is clear to you students. We'll talk about more numericals from the exercise in the next video. Till then, have a nice day.